Knock at your door and I'm serving like pizza. I got the ice, Italian reach. Bitch, I'm a family man like I'm P. These niggas be shortstops. Derek Jeter, knock a nigga out like I'm Vinci.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rod. I'm back with another YouTube video for y'all today, man. Listen, man. Look, I'm here with another reaction video for y'all, man. This one is titled Luca Explained by an Idiot to an Idiot. To entertain y'all idiots, man. Come on now, come on. Y'all should be saying with me at this point, man. I say this every video, or almost every video if I don't forget. But look, I never seen Luca, and it's that new Disney movie, I think it's Disney, that just came out, DreamWorks, whatever. And it's supposedly have a little gay boy in there, I think. I don't know. Probably. Something about it. They have like a lesbian or gay boy. Something. Cause there was some SJW Luca or something like that. I don't know. But let's find out what they're talking about. Let's find out what this movie is about. Before we do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell for post notifications. Get notified when I post something. And follow my IG, Snapchat, intro, and outro. Follow my IG down below in the description. It's there along the description of the video, so go show. Hi, boys, some love. Look, I need a more. You already know how I'm rocking. I'm on the road to 2K. I said 2K. I'm on the road to 2K and I'm on the road to 10K. So, yeah, man. Help me get there. Please. Help me, please. And, hey, without further ado, let's hop to this video. Shall we? Put it in the basket. Let's get it.
Welcome to Luca, and we got two Italiano dudes fishing at night, which I think
They're
is
Italian?
Time to fish.
Okay.
I know.
I thought they was from Brazil or something.
Mia, Luca dissa, Luca datta, Santa Maria, his puns do not improve at all.
Santa Maria.
Luca himself,
Pizzeria.
merman, fuckface kid, alright? He
Whoa.
herds his family's fish like sheep, and he goes around looking for them because they escaped, which of course they did, because just look at how they're storing them.
Yeah, they're very
also,
stupid.
I don't know how this is useful, because I'm pretty sure they're vegans, so they don't eat them, and they got no wool to make it to clothes, so do you skin them, or is there some sort of slime they secrete that you can profit off of? Yeah, this is too
It doesn't make any sense.
To get this off track. Holy shit. Okay, moving on. Fucker checks that the coast is clear for his fish to feast. He blows bubbles because he's bored and he sees human stuff. Then he sees a human boat and he's like, oh no, land monsters hide. Oh, I see. This is one of those both sides think that the other side is a monster.
Yeah.
And they're going to end up getting along and living happily ever after then the movie. No cap.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways, back for lunch. She's overprotective and crap, scared he saw.
What is she wearing?
Stuff.
Seaweed?
His dad's a retard and his grandma's a baroness. So he asks her where boats come from and she's like, oh, from the land monster town on the surface. You know what sucked to do dick there once? Mom! Then she's
Whoa. She's a harlot.
She just sat down, didn't eat anything, and you give him what, one plankton dumpling? At least pack him a fucking lunch, you dumbass aquatic slut mom. Whatever, he goes back to work and sees more human stuff, and a dude sneaks up on him in an antique diving suit, and he decides that the only place to go and run away is a cave that he trapped himself in, because it's not like he's in the fucking ocean or anything. And
yeah, you can fly literally anywhere. I said fly. Swim.
Super fast speed. What a fucking brain dead fish home, dog. Anyway, guy in the suit turns out to be a fish bitch too, collects some human stuff and goes up to the surface and turns into a human, then pulls out Luca, who turns into Tom Holland and freaks the hell out. So Alberto Ascari.
Whoa.
Of course, that's my first time.
What is this?
Pussy. Then he does a barrel roll back into the water, goes home, and that night he can't sleep because of his racist thoughts. Racing thoughts. He's not racist. At least I don't think he's racist. Are there any black sea monsters out there? Shit, I'm
I don't think so.
Okay, next day,
I don't
he
really
sets up
think
a
so.
decoy of himself to watch over his fishies while he goes up to the surface to meet Alberto again, who teaches him how to walk properly, and he's like, Mamma mia, pizzeria, vaffanculo. It's a human thing. I'm kind of an expert.
What does it mean? The thing?
Why is he looking at him like that? Why is he looking at him like
His
that?
dad initially asked Tower, except his dad is never around, which just means that his dad went out for a pack of sea cucumbers, I don't fucking know, and never came back. Then he teaches him about air, sun, gravity, but he doesn't die from any of the fatal stunts he keeps pulling.
What?
Nobody does actually, which makes me ask why they're afraid of getting harpooned to death by humans when they're clearly invincible. Doesn't matter.
Exactly.
He takes a special liking
That
to
was
the
a
poster of a
long
Vespa,
fall.
so they decide to build one and they spend hours doing so. Then Luca goes home for sundown. By the way, a Vespa is a horrid, unstable piece of shit, just saying. Back home, Momfish questions where he was, but Nana covers for him, and next day, they run the Faggio down the hill to fly off it, but suck dick instead, and we proceed with a short montage of building more Faggios, friendship, evil Knievel almost dying, parents.
He said Faggio, but is he gay or not?
More friendship, actually, I think they're gay. Yep, definitely gay. Then Alberto.
Are you serious? You might as well make him kiss at this point.
Apparently to tell Bruno Mars to shut the fuck up. Then they have one last near-death experience as a duo this time, and another one of their two-wheeled abominations. And later on, Alberto gives them a really shitty astronomy lesson, and they talk about going to the human town. And Luca dreams about being scared brothers and operates El Machina without having any frame of reference other than a picture on how it works. But whatever, because he overslept and he swims back home, but gets caught sneaking in by his parents, and they find out about him doing human stuff. So they're like, "Son, you're fucked," and they want to send him off.
How?
Ugly to live in the marijuana on a trench for a bit and learn some discipline or whatever. So it's like boot camp or juvie or something, whatever. So he's like, fuck you guys, I hope you get caught by humans who over-sexualize fish. I know they exist.
Oh yeah, the little furries or the little fishies or whatever you want to call them. Them people weird, man.
Stupid ass overgrown caviars. Actually, do they come from eggs or are they born? Like, are they mammals or are
they... Yeah, I was just about to ask that. What is their origin? Like, how can you change from human to fish, back to human, back to fish?
What happened? So he's like, let's run away together to human.
Make it make sense.
Find Signor Vespa and tell him to build us one of these babies. So Luca agrees, pretty stoked for the idea, and they swim over to the human town, sneak in using Jack Sparrow tactics, and Alberto's blind retarded super misplaced confidence carries them through the town with grace, which lands them on some gelato. When Luca notices that basically the entire town wants to kill sea monsters. Then Dickhead Mario arrives on his very own Fagio, and he's like, I'm Dickhead Mario, 5-time winner of the Porto Rosso Cup. How do you think I paid for my Vespa? Then he tries to bully them when a small redhead Alfa Romeo saves them, and she got beef with Mario because she'd been trying to win the Porto Rosso Cup for years.
First time with a fish?
For children, by the way, but he keeps taking part in it because he's a cockface. Then she gives him a lift like, so what brings you Italian homos to Porto Rosso?
Italian homos?
We're actually home essentials. This umbrella and she tells him about the Porto Rosso Cup, which is a traditional Italian triathlon where you swim, bike, and eat pasta, naturally. Then they grasp the concept of money, and that
pasta's a must, you know, because they're Italian.
Prize money to buy not a good Vespa, but a shitty one, and they salivate over that idea. So they ask her to join her team, which prompts her to check some stuff like if Luca can ride a bike, which she can't, so she teaches him in under a minute to do so, which I think is kind of impossible.
Yeah, under a minute? Come on now. And this is like his second day on land.
Kote cannot swim because
third.
if they do, they'll be fish, and they'll be found out. And she also finds out that they're runaways, so she's like, sounds good to me, you're in. You bike, you eat, and I swim. Andiamo, bitches. Next step is to go to her papito to ask him for some money for the entry fee, and he like a one-armed Italian Mr. Incredible fisherman that's on the hunt for sea monsters. So Luca freaks out and almost exposes them both, but only the cat sees them, and no one speaks cat, so they're in the clear. Then they dine like Neanderthals, and Italian Hulk tells his daughter, I do not have the money for the entry fee. I cannot sell what I don't have. There are no fish. Excuse, signora, we can help, but we no fish. You know fish?
You know fish? See, I want the fish. I want the fish.
In her treehouse, and next morning they wake up after it's been raining for a bit as fish people, and they try really hard to be sneaky and not get a water rating, and I'm finally going to ask it, how fast does this change happen?
Exactly, because last time y'all changed pretty freaking fast. Exactly. It's very inconsistent.
Stopped waiting for a bit, and they ran around for a bit as well. They don't change as fast.
They ran around for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes as freaking fish on land.
Bone dry in a split second, especially with clothes that are soaked in water. Listen, I'm not saying it's not possible. It is, but I just want to know what the factors going into making it change faster are, man.
Exactly.
The next day started,
it's like they didn't even try to like make it consistent.
And kids go fishing while they try really hard not to get wet. And he's like, "Vaffanculo, not a great catch today." Well, you kind of fishing in a shitty spot, compadre. Over there is where all the meat is. And they come back with a huge haul. Meanwhile, Luca's parents are there looking for him. See, they washed ashore that morning, did the change, and are checking all the kids they find by eating them into the water and seeing if they change or not, either by force or through the mom's expert football skills that every single Italian is born with, whether they be fish or
beating up all these kids.
Maybe. By the way, may I just point out how shitty of a plan this is? Because they know that humans want to kill sea monsters, and they are in the most I want to kill sea monsters town. So what happens if you do stumble on your kid and he does turn? And I'm gonna kill him. What the fuck? Are you stupid? Sounds like a pretty retarded
idiots.
Their
parents are, his parents are just idiots.
People. Also, what if they get splashed? And why aren't his hands turning here? What the fucking stupid shit doesn't matter?
Inconsistent.
Kids go to sign up for the race.
No consistency.
The map. See, they swim a bit, they eat a bit, and then they go up and down with a bike. Easy peasy lemon for breezy. Then Dickhead Mario shows up again, and once again continues being a villain. So Luca calls him a sad little whiskered bottom feeder. Bottom feeder. I'ma keep that and use it later. Then Julia applauds him for his sick burn, and Albie kinda gets a bit jelly, and they sign up for the fishing.
Jelly?
Then they train
so he is gay.
And some biking.
Wait, so who is gay? You are gay. Why are you gay?
He should have been broken here. Not only him, but his bike too, actually. Or whatever, who the fuck cares? Then while Julia doing some swim training, Cunty Mario's out there looking for pea monsters because there's some prize money out for catching one of them too. And he splashes Alberto and almost gets caught, which once again brings up into question how fast they fucking do the change.
Exactly, that change was pretty fast.
Here, but still, I'm fucking... They go home and Luca catches his fam bam chucking kids into the fountain. He tells this to Alberto, but Alberto just like, don't worry about it. Then he goes to help the Italian hunk while Luca bonds with the female, and she takes him across some rooftops and does something unspeakable with him. She teaches him about science. She shows him where a telescope is, and he hallucinates some shit that he saw in some stuff she calls books at home, and he like, damn,
Pinocchio.
I never knew women were allowed to read. Alright, casual sexism aside, how the fuck can he read? Did she teach him that too? Do fish people have super...
Exactly, fish people don't have...
What the fuck
they don't have words.
She tells him she learned this shit in school back in Geneva where she lives with her mother, and she only comes here for the summer to live with her dad. Then Alberto comes along and calls for Luca because he'd be jealous F. They go and see their shitty Vespa. Then Luca tells him that he wants to go to school with the small female, and Alberto is appalled. Like, how dare you seek an education abomination. We were supposed to be retarded together, goddammit. Then Super Mario shows up to threaten them both, but Luca defends and they run away. And we proceed with another short montage of food trading, bike trading, wet kids because of dumb parents, fishing, and more stupid Alberto jealousy. Then one day while bike trading, after Luca's parents spot him, he evades them, then rides up the hill using the power of his monster thighs. And once they reach the top, Alberto's jealousy hits critical mass, and he's like, "Stop bossing my friend around, huh? I know what he needs."
Oh my god.
Ludicrous speed, crash, fly into the sea.
You idiots!
Ladies, brace yourselves, because I just found a substance stronger than diamond. This bike, because it still isn't broken.
Yeah.
They swim to a nearby shore and have an
Facts.
argument because Alberto being an ignorant, retarded, jealous bitch, and Luca wants to go to school. Then they have a big fight, and the girl comes along, glad they're alive, and Luca asks her if they can go to school with her, which triggers Albie, so he's like, "This school of yours sounds like a pretty nice place. Tell me, does it accept sea monsters?" Then he jumps into the water and reveals that he's a sea monster. Then salt onto the wound that is losing his friend. Luca pretends to be surprised that he's a fish person and gets chased away by the toothpick and the gumdrop twins. Then at home in Ponderosa, Julia finds out that Luca Giotto is also a pea person and tells him that he needs to leave because it ain't safe for him here. So he goes back to Alberto's shitty lighthouse, climbs up it with ease because he's fucking Tom Dutchland.
Yeah, freaking James Bond. Freaking Keanu Wick. I mean, Keanu Reeves, John Wick.
Plays trash because of angry Alberto and finds behind a poster a bunch of prison tallies, and he finds Alberto and asks him what they are. He tells him that his dad left him and never came back. What a surprise, who'd have seen that coming. So kid's sad, and to fix stuff, Luca decides to win the race and buy the shitty ass Fagio Vespa Death Trap two-wheel crap machine, then jumps off the lighthouse and dies. Just kidding, he can't die.
He's a freaking immortal.
They arrives, the kid finds a rusty, still somehow operational bike from the ocean, I guess, and splits up their team. Is that possible without paying another entry fee? Doesn't matter. All the kids set up for the start, which is a swimming bit, and he sets up with the...
They're running barefoot on gravel?
Doesn't change into a fish when he's underwater, but it leaks halfway through, and dickhead Mario fucks with him a bit when he gets out, and not a single person from this audience sees it.
Ain't no way! They all facing him. How do you not see it?
Get to the eating part, and he takes off right after her and Mario, who got two of his fat henchmen to do the first two parts for him. Super fast rain clouds start looming over Portoroso, and using his massive Lance Armstrong thighs, he cruises by his parents, Julia and Mario. Crazy power, Godspeed, son. It's kind of bullshit to be honest, but what the fuck do I know about the anatomy of fish people in this movie? Godspeed. Then when Luca gets to the very top of the hill, it starts raining, and out of nowhere, Alberto comes with a fucking umbrella to help Luca, barefoot might I add, so his feet should have been turned to fish feet here, but they aren't, which is horse shit, actually. It's fish shit. Fuck this. Dickhead Mario catches up and does more dickheadiness, which reveals Alberto's fishiness, and he gets caught, so Luca goes pedal to the metal and turns full fish guy 2 to save his homie, so Mario follows them with a harpoon, and Angela races after them. The four of them moving at super speed. The amount of traction they have here should have no business being here on such a wet surface, but
exactly, they should have been slipped off that bike and busted their ass. But whatever.
Julia sacrifices herself to save them from Mario. Finally, with one of the fucking bikes break, and they stop to help their fallen friend. Oh my ass, those are the spokes. How is this wheel spinning straight at all? It should be gayer than James Charles. What the fuck?
Exactly, they should have been fell off the bike.
Change of heart about killing sea monsters, because of course he doesn't. Stops Mario from impaling them. Then the whole town changes its minds about sea monsters, because big burly Italiano man changes mind. And in some more good news, they technically win the cup. You get the standard family reunion. They get the rust bucket Vespa with the prize money. Then Alberto sells it to pay for Luca to go to school. Must be a pretty shitty school if you can pay for that piece of crap. Anyway, Luca only going to school because money, I guess. And Alberto stays behind to help one-handed hunk guy. Bella ciao, everything bueno ever after. Fine. This movie gets
fine. What the freak? Is that the end?
Out of one Bath and Body Works.
How about Olive Garden seafood pesto Alfredo pasta? That ain't amazing. But look, I don't know how I feel about this movie. Actually, it's actually feel, other than the inconsistencies about them getting wet and turning into sea monsters and then back to humans and then being dry and then all that mess, the movie actually seems pretty good. I don't know why Alberto was jealous, because it didn't actually make him come out as gay. He might just be jealous of the friendship, because he thought he was his best friend, but then she started being buddy pal. I don't know. So what was the conspiracy? What was all the LGBT stuff about this movie going on? I don't understand. I thought he was going to explain it here, but whatever. I guess I gotta do my own research. But look, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, ding, hit that bell for post notifications. Get notified when I post something. Follow my IG, Snapchat, intro and outro. Follow my IG down below in the description. It's there along this original video, so go show Hot Boy some love. But look, I need more. You already know how I'm rocking. I'm on the road to 10K. When we get there, please help me, please. And hey, man. All that being said, I am gone.